Hello, Tower of Valni tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones, with me, BlueAnkylo. So we're theoretically about to do Johanna Hill, which is chapter 14, 13, something like that. And I was thinking, there's a couple things we should really do, and I've been kind of neglecting them. So I need to get my supports worked out for some of my dudes. I need to decide who's going to be supporting with who, and that means I need to decide who I want to keep, because there's a limit to the promotion items. Don't worry about all these. There's a limit to like how many people I can promote, unfortunately. There might be an opportunity in the next chapter to buy, say, a second ocean seal. There's only one in the game normally, and you actually need one for Ross to become a berserker, and also one if you want Colm to be promoted as well. So I might need to buy one of those, but they're like 10,000 gold, which is pretty pricey. Otherwise, it'd be nice to have, you know, a spare guiding ring. I only have 2 Elysian whips, so of Tana, Vanessa, and Cormag, I can only pick 2 at the moment. There might be more later on, but technically, you know, there's kind of a limit to some of that stuff. I know there's only one Ocean Seal, though. I would like, let's see, another Knight's Crest. I'd like another Hero's Crest. There's a lot of stuff I'd like. So anyway, I have to be a little bit careful of who I pick to promote, and you only want to have 12 or 14 characters anyway, so... but what I want to do is get people to level 20. You know, it's a little bit level grindy to get them up to 20 right now, but I think this is the part in the game where you're sort of expected to promote people up. And I'd like to see who turns out the best for their classes, because it's pretty random, you know. A lot of people in the guides say Franz is really good. I haven't had great luck with him so far, but I'd like to catch him up with the rest of the team, see how he does. Ewan was off to a good start, so we got to catch him up a little bit. I think Cormag is a contender, but he might need a little bit of good level ups to really compete with the other Pegasus Knights, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is go to the Tower of Valni and maybe do a couple skirmishes. Now, I'm thinking, this is a big decision. I would like to give Amelia a shot. She's difficult to level up at this point without specifically grinding skirmishes and stuff. But I actually might wait another chapter or 2, I think 2. Because there's an item you can get that gives whoever you give it to 5% growth to all of their stats. Just forever, basically. So, that means you would best use that on someone at a low level. Technically, Amelia at level 1 would be the best possible time to give it to her. And then she could have 9 trainee level ups with 5% per stat, 19 Knight or Cavalier level ups, and that would be another 5% per level up chance. And however many final promotions she gets, you know, 9 or 10 or something like that. Most people will probably get to around level 10 promoted by the end of the game, give or take. So that's, what'd I say, 9 plus 19 plus, say, 9 again. We're looking at like 38 level ups at plus 5% per stat. That's a good solid plus 2 per stat on average. That's a pretty big difference, honestly, so that's pretty cool. But I will have to wait, I think, 2 more battles to do that, which means until then I have to keep her at a really low level. And I would also like to see if I can make a little bit of money, so I think I'll try to show off the Tower of Valni, at least the first few floors, with some of the B team where we can get away with it. We haven't actually been in here on camera yet. I haven't been in here at all for this series, so let's have a little look at the Tower of Valni. My side character scroll's probably wrong because I don't know who I'm going to use. So the first floor should be pretty easy at this point in the game. We're talking level 6 monsters and 1 promoted unit. So we're going to try to do this pretty quickly. I'm not going to use people who are already super strong. We're going to be using people... I could use Tethys if I want. So let's bring, like, Ewan. You know, Garcia could get a little bit of experience. We can heal with Molder. Naimi might get some experience. Just the off team that hasn't really had a chance. I guess Cormag. I could definitely try to use Amelia, but and Marissa. So that's like fairly well balanced. We've got some magic, some healing, archers. Oh, I guess Franz will need some weapons. I don't even think I'm going to use Marissa, but I'd like to get everyone to the same level, basically. I guess we'll just bring Larakel, because she needs the experience anyway. And then, real quick here, let's give Bronze, Iron Sword. Oh. I really don't want to use good weapons, because money is going to be tight. Does Jillian have a spare Iron Lance? You bet he does. That'll probably do for them. Okay. Let's get to work here. This will just be kind of a one-off episode. I'll do this once just to show you guys what these look like. And then after this, we'll probably just do it. If I'm going to do grinding, I'll do it off camera. I have to be a little bit careful because people can still die and I forget just what tricks some of these enemies have. Oh look, a rune sword and a dragon spear. That's pretty cool. So you can get them to drop one or the other here. This is one of the ways you can make money and get rare items. This is just totally random. Every time you come in here, this guy will have a different droppable item. This is actually pretty lucky, honestly. I wonder which one's worth more. The rune sword's probably a bit better. So you would need him to switch to the we need to kill him without him switching to the rune sword to get him to drop that. The dragon spear is pretty good too, though. Yeah, rune sword I think has Nosferatu, drains life. It's pretty good. I don't think there's any other items that drop here. Yeah, that's the only one on the first floor. But that's sort of one of the ways to make some money if you want. So we're gonna. See, if I put Ewan like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not enough. Right, so we'll have to use like Cormag. Hopefully can just kill him immediately or something. And then this guy. Can't remember how aggressive the enemies are on this map. We'll see. I guess that's pretty much all we've got for attacking units. We've got a lot of ranged and healing. Half the army is healers and ranged units. Oh, they're pretty aggressive in the middle. Special music, too. But honestly, we should be able to cut through this first floor or two pretty quick. And not even using our A team, you know. Bring in the B team just for lulz. So normally, if I was grinding for this, I'd be doing it in fast forward mode. Okay, so he moved up. So we want to make sure we kill him very quickly here then, without him getting any counters. It looks like Ewan's probably the mage for the job. I have really high hopes for Ewan. Kind of the only downside for dark magic is they're very heavy. So remember that item that we didn't get last map? The body ring? It would be really nice to have had a spare body ring for Ewan. Anyway, there you go, one rune sword. Right on. Yeah, being able to get his constitution a little bit higher would be really nice. I mean, just look at how heavy Luna is, and it just gets worse after that. Alright. Bronze is pretty low level. Should really just try to get the lowest level people the kills. Because if you're level 12 or 13, you're probably not going to be getting any experience here. Wonder if you could, like, almost kill one for Nami. No, you'll just kill it. It's fine. Cormag's, you know, pretty strong. So yeah, I'm glad I showed you that at least. So at the very least, you have an idea for what items will show up. things like rune swords and dragon spears you can get. This will not be a kill. Good, so Nami has a chance. I kind of feel bad that I haven't sort of committed to bringing any archers, because I like to show off all of the various classes and weapons. But for whatever reason, Nami was off to just a terrible start. Yeah, that's not too bad for Garcia. I think his biggest weakness is his speed and luck and stuff are just never going to really grow anything to anything. I mean, sure, Nami seems to do some damage here, but on the chapters we were fighting in regularly with her, she seemed like she couldn't really do any damage. Just to be careful here, we're going to heal and then pull Molder out of the way, I think. I've heard some people really like using Molder as well, because he gets a lot of magic and skill. I think he also has the most con of all the mages, so I definitely have heard some people think he was pretty good. Can't even carry him. He's got so much constitution, he's too fat. I'm not a huge Molder fan, though. I feel like mages should have good resistance and luck, so they've got better avoid and everything. He's like, or a healer specifically. I feel like he's too focused on offensive stats to be a good healer mage. Well, Garcia's doing what Garcia does. I guess there's not a whole lot of good options for axe guys on this game. It's kind of Ross or nothing. And I know some people don't like using Ross because he's a pre-promote. Or, not pre-promote, whatever you want to call him. Trainee, basically. I guess we should let Nami get the easy kills. I just don't trust her. When you're trying to level up like this, it's also a good idea to bring Tethys, just because she can enable double attacks. And I highly recommend using whatever your cheapest weapons are in this place, or else you'll lose too much money. Like, as is, we'd probably have to sell that rune sword to replace the charges that we're using, give or take. Well, let's just make a bit of a wall here to protect, Ewan. That should be fine. Marissa's not particularly sturdy either, unfortunately. Alright. Should be fine. I'm playing this a little bit more haphazardly, but you know. It's just the tower, right? First floor is nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, to get to the higher level enemies, you usually have to fight through a few floors. And that means you have to do this a lot. So that guy's pretty strong. Promoted zombie type guy. So whoever gets that kill will get a lot of experience. I'm gonna let... just gonna let Ewan get it. I would say my priority here is leveling up Ewan. Of all the characters on the map, he probably doesn't need very much work, and he can be on the A team, so... and he'll level up pretty fast. Well, that's not what I wanted. Where's the skill? Where's the speed? Of course, Larakel getting some level ups would be good too. Alright, so... from the pillar does help a bit. A fair bit. 14 damage times 2 is not enough. Alright, we'll do it like this, and then I can let, like, Cormag finish him off. Because I'd like to use Cormag as well, potentially. Wow, Franz, where's your dodging? Guess we'll have to heal him again. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so that was probably the only feasible risk there. And he got 100 experience for killing him, so there's definitely some ways to get good level ups in here. Or, sorry, good experience for level ups in here. It's not all just, you know, Ewan tier enemies. I'm pretty sure Garcia could take one of those. So these ruins are also, I believe, just full of monsters. So if you have weapons that do bonus damage to monsters, or a bishop, which is a promoted healer, basically, light magic and healing, they would do bonus damage to monsters just naturally, which makes their light magic particularly good. It's a reasonably good choice for Archer to level him up as a bishop, and then all of his spells will do double damage to these monsters. Pretty strong. It's one of the stronger class skills in the game. I still don't want to risk the enemies getting a shot on Ewan. He's still pretty weak physically. Like HP and all that. But yeah, you know, I figured I should at least show this off once. Just do it like this, just like normal. Not the best soundtrack I've ever heard in this dungeon. Different, but not the best one. I kind of like the enemy turn music more, honestly. Alright, look at all these level ups we're getting in here. Well, you know, Franz, maybe if you get enough level ups like that, you'll have a chance to compete with Kyle and Ford. I do know that the 3 Cavalier Bros, they have a lot of good support options if you can find it in your heart to bring them along. So it looks like the boss won't move. And I think we'll have to kill all the enemies anyway. Killing the boss won't be enough. And our one archer? Well, it's better than some of her level ups, but she needs that strength if she wants to even have a chance. And she did not get any. I like how quickly Ewan's leveling up. That's pretty great. There we go. That's the ticket. Look at those beautiful stats. Well, we should probably try to lure out these guys again. I am a little bit concerned that doing this will kind of drain my overall cash if I do it too much. Like, I would like to get all my B team caught up in levels just so we can compare, but it might be a terrible decision, money-wise. I don't think there's any more arenas coming up to make money off of that, so what we've got is kind of what we've got. I'm not yet convinced whether or not we'll actually earn money in here or not. I have a feeling we'll just sort of slowly trickle out, depending on enemy drops and treasure we might find in here. At least using the iron weapons, the low-tier weapons, you're not spending too much money. It's like... Well, most of the iron weapons are, say, around 400 or 500 gold. And 40 or so uses, or 45 uses. So you're looking at, like, maybe 10 gold per attack, maybe? Something like that. Maybe she'll let Naomi kill this one, I guess. Unfortunately, Flux is still one of the slower spell animations. Maybe not as slow as it was in Fire Emblem 6, but drags the fight on a little bit. Alright, now I don't think this guy's actually going to move, so we could just let the ranged units ping him away. That doesn't sound like the BlueAnkylo strat, though. Ah, this is easy. This guy's not all that strong. You call yourself a boss. Alright, well that didn't take too long. Maybe 15 minutes or so for that floor. Full 100 XP is not bad. All Garcia likes to get is strength. Alright. We will proceed. I think you can escape. Can you escape out from your preparation screen? No. So you have to... yeah, you have to be careful because as you move up the tower, you might get into a fight you can't win if you go too high at too early a time. Now these guys, it's a bit longer map. And there's a couple promoted units, but we're still dealing with mostly low-level stuff. I might want to bring a slightly stronger team this time. We're benching Molder. I don't think Marissa's really viable. Let me just have a quick look at the map. There's a lot of sword guys. We should see if there's any interesting weapons. Tomahawk, but he doesn't drop it. Wormslayer, but he doesn't drop it. Lots of longbows, anti-sword axe. One of these is better than the other. Sword Slayer versus Sword Reaver. 11, 80, 13. Yeah, so the Sword Slayer has better accuracy, and that's pretty cool. Interesting. Not much different, anyway. Got lots of poison. Actually, no good loot on this one, unfortunately. Yeah. Can we make this work with a smaller, lousy team? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go a little bit slower for this map. Nothing to steal, so no need for Colm yet. Oh, we'll do it like this. It'll be fine, probably. Just watch out for the Wyvern Slayer stuff. I think we just let them come to us. Too many archers, actually. I don't like that. I just want to see who moves and who's holds still. My force is a little bit fragile, so... Alright, let's see what comes. Archers attacking. That's it. Okay. So we'll kill the archers first. Poison bow, steel bow. That'll put us in range of some iron lances. And other bows. Well... guess we use Garcia up here, because he'll have the right weapon to counter. Oh, he's not going to one-shot. Ewan can probably finish him off. I didn't bring any restore staves either, so if people get poisoned, we'll have to just use healing to heal him up. Hey, he got some speed! Miracle upon miracle. Yeah, there you go. mean, you guys can see, Ewan's clearly a superior late game recruit, right? Speed and luck, good enough. And magic, of course. He's gonna max out his magic in no time. Yeah, he's got as much magic power as Lute does, and she's like over 10 levels ahead of him. Yeah, his biggest trick will be speed because things are so heavy for him. Do we go after this guy? We could try Marissa and a rescue. 12 times 2, that'll do it. That way we can pull her out of danger. Not that it was worth anything. Yeah, this is fine. I like that. Anybody needs healing? I guess. Sorta. And then Cormag has a reasonably good, whatchamacallit, rescue rate. Alright. So one more attack, no big deal. I feel bad having to do this map so carefully, but because you only get to bring 8 people, and my people are sort of my weaker B team, it's a little bit harder to rush right through. Alright, well, we got poisoned at 36%, as is the standard. There's no dodging poison weapons in this game. Angry puppy's coming. Alright, so, yeah, what's that? Just 1 damage? That's not that bad. Okay, we're probably not gonna be able to hit this one. That'll definitely do. Other than the general mistake of magic tomes are kind of expensive. And it is kind of funny using dark magic to kill undead. Always been an odd way to kill them. So, I think we should probably just pull back. I'm gonna prioritize healer XP over money for a little bit, just to help Larakel catch up with the A-team. She's one of those units that almost assuredly will turn out great if you can get her leveled up. Well, 1 damage is not enough for me to worry. I think we'll use Garcia to lure the bow guy out. Bone Bowman. Skeletal Archer. That'll be fine. Gotta start making some progress here. Alright, that should be fine. Take a hit or two, but we've got 2 healers. I mostly just want to avoid everybody getting poisoned, honestly. And I believe, just something to look forward to, I'm pretty sure the 3rd floor has some treasure on it, so we'll have to bring a thief. Or a chest key. I guess I could have given him the hand axe. Eh. Oh no, 3 damage. 2 more chunks. Alright, so now we'll go Horse Slayer. So we'll use, this time, we'll use Cormag to lure this one out. Because he's not a horse. Not quite a double. Well, this is fine. Naomi should be able to finish this guy. Well, I say that. Can she do 9 damage? Yeah, but she might get poisoned. Of course. If there's a chance to get poisoned, you'll get poisoned. The law of the bad RNG has spoken. Yeah, I give the soundtrack background for the Tower of Valni a C-. It's pretty weak. Alright, we should lure out 2 more sword guys, or lance, whatever they've got. Lance. Look, it's easy to get confused. They've got swords on the map, and then lances in the battle animations. I wish we could steal their interesting weapons. It would make this dungeon a lot more useful, I guess, because you have to do it. You have to do the low levels so many times if you want to get all the goodies, and you know, it'd be nice if, like, because on this floor we basically get no reward other than a bit of experience. I only have 1 person that even uses swords, so it's a bit weak. That's a bit better. Ewan! Look, Dark Tomes are complicated. He has to really power himself up before he can attack. Now that is disappointing. I suppose that puppy will probably attack somebody. Yeah, what are we gonna do about you? 12 damage? Oh no! We can never withstand 12 damage. Let's see. Not that Marissa has a lot of defense. But this way we protect our weaklings. Sure, no problem. We're almost there, guys. We're making pretty good progress. Figures it'd go after Garcia, I guess. Speed puppies. Probably a lot easier to zip through this on normal mode as well. Hard mode with all the enemy bonus stats, you know. Alright, Naomi deserves a level up. If she can hit. There you go. She is really struggling to become a productive member of the team. Should have made sure the... Well, it didn't really matter, I guess, when it was equipped. I don't think... I think I'm going to give up on my plan to get everyone to level 20. Well... I don't know. I'm not going to do it on camera either way, but... Maybe I'll just worry about catching up, like Emilia and Ewan, and maybe a couple people that have some potential, but... Like, Franz has some potential. It's hard to say. But there's probably no reason to keep using Mulder and Garcia if I don't really think I'm ever going to use them. Yeah, it's just kind of a waste. I don't know. I don't know what to do. He's getting okay level ups, honestly. He's not that bad. Nobody's terrible. Just double check here. It'd be a real shame to get someone killed. I think I'm just gonna keep Namie over here. And not run her up the choke point. Yeah, longbows are fun and all, but they just don't do very much damage. Oh, good. I guess we're not leaving Namie behind. Let's do this without any counterattack. And then Namie can finish him off or something, you know. I do like Marissa's outfit. You know, pinkish purple hair, some cool black tunic. Hey, another one bites the dust. Okay, so we're gonna need to be a little bit careful with these guys. Killer axe, oh, of course. Of course you'd have a killer axe. Probably gonna just wait by that choke point somewhere around here. See how that works. Of course they're going after Namie because they know they could one-shot her. So we can get out of his range. Alright, so he'll move closer. He'll move closer. We'll kill the two of them. These guys haven't even moved yet. Meanwhile... she just doesn't do enough damage. I can't actually kill this guy. Alright, we're just gonna pull back. That's fine. Just get stuck in a corner. Nothing bad ever happened from getting stuck in a corner in the middle of a dungeon. Of course, now they're all charging us. Look, you guys wanted a more exciting tower adventure, right? You didn't want this to be super easy. So... decisions. Priority is this guy. And... probably magic to kill him so that we don't get killer axed. So we'll probably be pushing left first and leaving someone to guard the right choke point. Glad he didn't miss. And then these guys probably hit a bit harder than the puppy, but the puppy gets doubles. I also can't really use Cormag over here unless I kill the archer. Probably can't do. Not a very good matchup there. This is actually going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Namie, why are you so bad? Well, I have to use some steel bow here to do a little bit of damage. And she misses. Frickety frack. This is actually going to be a bit of a bad turn. Because unlike my A team that are all reliable hitters, these guys are not. He'll probably kill, but it's not guaranteed. Alright, good job, Cormag. Working your way up to the A team there. With 8 experience. Now... yeah! This could go really poorly, depending on sort of who the enemy attacks. I'll go like this and I'll probably heal Franz. Mostly just to keep the longbow archer from moving down. I don't want the longbow to hit Ewan. So that kind of protects my healers a little bit. I use one healer to top up Franz just in case. I don't think the archer can kill Mulder. And one hit is not going to kill Larakel. So we heal up Garcia just in case the puppy and the axe guy attack him. Because he's probably the weakest link there. Namie would be fine because she can't get hit by both enemies. But, yeah, that hurt. Oh, never mind, she's dead. Great. Well... that's the fun of doing the tower. Alright, I'm gonna put a cut here and redo this one, and... that sucks. I was just trying to go a little bit too aggressive and fast because I know it's been a long video. I'm just gonna put a cut here and then I'll show you what's on the third tower, third floor. I probably only want to do one episode of this. So I know some of these level ups are lost. So it's hard to say how people are turning out, but I really don't want to do more than one episode of the tower other than to show you sort of what's on the map. So I'll be reloading and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. We'll see. I'll figure it out, and I'll tell you in a minute. In a second. Hey, folks. Just wanted to point out the random nature of this dungeon. The monsters, even that you get for the reinforcements, can be different. So no killer axe this time, and spiders instead of puppies and stuff. Just for interest's sake. Anyway, I'm just plodding through, trying to play it a little bit safer this time, and I'll see you guys back on the next floor. And floor 3! There you go. So this floor is mostly spiders, and has a spider boss. And none of this looks particularly dangerous, so I'm just going to be doing this one off camera. I'll let you know what I find in the chest, which means well, do I have any keys, or did I sell them all? No. Might be a good reason to bring a chest key at this point, honestly, instead of having to bring a thief. Can't buy them from the armory, so you'd have to bring one with you. That's fine. I'll switch out Namie or something. She's terrible. I can't get her to do any damage. So, yeah, I'll just start working my way through this map, and I will let you know if I do... I may or may not do Tier 4. I'm getting to the point where my B team is kind of starting to suck. But maybe we can fight off some spiders. We'll see. None of these guys have any weapons that are interesting. No drops. No, anything. And just to prove it, where was that sword we got? Technically, we could sell... so we could have made 1650, but I don't know if this really makes up for all the weapon use we've done. Probably not. So, unfortunately, money-wise, this is not going to work out. But anyway, I'll be back in a bit. And welcome to the end of this floor. So it really wasn't anything to deal with, difficult. We got 3,000 gold just automatically added to our funds. So 3,000 gold plus 1 weapon. Still probably not really breaking even. We're certainly getting a few level ups here and there. Naomi continues to be pretty much useless. I'm almost done even trying. Garcia's lagging behind very badly. And Cormag's fine. Otherwise, not a lot of level ups to go around. Franz still has a chance. We'll see. His defense is definitely the weakest of my 3 cav, though, which is a bit of a problem. Anyway, pretty sure, oh yeah, I turned animations off to save myself some time. I said pretty sure Ewan would be the one to kill the Spider Queen anyway. I should have shown you guys what she looks like, I guess. Because she's kind of a unique enemy. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the next floor. I'm putting a save state in just in case this next floor is way too difficult. But we'll keep going as far as we're able to. We're probably able to go a bit further. So have a look at the map. Again, we're split up this time. Joy. The boss is only promoted level 4. That's not too bad. Lots of puppies. Lots of puppies. Probably not a big problem to do this map, this chapter either, or this map either. I think they're basically all unpromoted still. Looking at level 9 to 10 unpromoted. That's not very strong. Unless they've got some special weapons or drops. Alright. Nothing special. This is the only promoted unit, so I'll just do this one off camera again. I don't have to bring the Thief this time. I do think bringing Tethys makes this a lot easier as well, in case you're wondering. She got a couple level ups and they were pretty good, so by the way, her stats are pretty awesome. Other than that, you know, I'll see you guys again once this map's basically over. Maybe I'll show you actually fighting the Gwillagi this time. I feel bad for not showing you the spider animation. I'm sure someone put a lot of work into those. Alright, I'll be back again in just a second for you guys. Oh, look who it is! It's you! The YouTubers! So, we're pretty much ready to fight the Gwillagi. Nothing terribly interesting happened. Ewan's getting a lot of kills and a lot of stats. Naomi continues to be pretty terrible, even though she's basically caught up on levels now. Marissa, I haven't used too much. She seems like a weaker Joshua. And, that's pretty much it. Larakel's stats aren't quite ridiculously strong yet, but she's doing okay. So let's see what this puppy looks like. Super puppy. All the bosses in this tower... Oh, there's a crit chance. We could have just died right there. I didn't expect that. That would have been disappointing. 1% death. But, yeah, all the bosses in this tower seem to do auto-attack, so they won't just stay still. So, you know, Hellfang. Cool, cool. So, you know, the general way I've been doing it is, kind of relying on Ewan to get the big hits, because he seems pretty good in here. I'm starting to run out of, like, good weapons, so... Or, like, cheap weapons, so I've been resorting to some steel weapons. If I had brought in Erica, I could have switched out some cheaper stuff. I'm trying to pump Larakel full of healing, because she's definitely taking the longest to level up. Just because it's healing experience. Alright, and if this misses, we've got a dance to try again. So it's a cool multicolored puppy, purple, green hair, yellow tail, I like it. But we had to kill him. Had to put him down for his own good. Yep, Ewan's been pretty solid level ups all along, so I'm happy with him. Now, the enemies might be stronger on the next floor, so let's have a look again. Tower 5. Check the map. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, I kind of remember this map. So there's, I think, some useful treasure on this floor. Are we strong enough to deal with these guys? Still pretty low-level weapons. So we can get ourselves a heavy spear at least. That's one loot. There's also chest keys. That's 2 chest keys. It's a little bit of gold. Tons of enemies. Okay, well, probably reinforcements from these as well. There's 2 bosses. Oh, the bosses have the chest keys. Well, I guess I'll give it a try, and I'll let you know what happened. Like I say, I'm kind of tired of using... I don't like using the steel bows, so... Do we have any spare iron? Yeah. I'd rather use the iron stuff here. So Naomi ran out of iron. Franz is nearly ran out. Got a spare iron sword for him. You have to buy a whole bunch of new weapons after all of this, basically. I guess Kyle won't mind for now. What else do we have for weapons? Oh yeah, we lost the axe. Garcia has been pretty terrible, honestly. It's gonna be really hard to even consider bringing him again. And anybody else? Healing staves, right? If I bring Natasha again, I'm not gonna bring Natasha next time. I just brought her along because she's almost level 20, and I just want to get her done. But Larrakel, got spare healing, good. Unlock staves only open doors, not chests. And I think that's probably it. Might bring Colm instead of Natasha. Cormag I stopped bringing because he's already the same level as Vanessa and Tana, and I'm trying not to over-level people, just catch up, basically. Actually, interestingly enough, Franz has already caught up with his Cav brothers. Ewan is almost caught up with Loot. And Arthur? Yeah, I guess we're mostly caught up, other than Garcia, who's pretty bad, and Marissa, who's basically is poor man's Joshua? Alright, well I might not even use Marissa and Garcia for this map, because I think it's going to start getting a little bit more difficult. And I really don't want to grind too much more in here, it's just, now that we're 5 floors in, I'm like, well, I should see how far we can get, just for loot, so we can pay off some of our broken weapons. I'll show you, I don't know, I'll check in once I'm mostly done on this map. I don't think there's going to be too much to worry about. Did I say there was like 1 item we could get? 2 chest keys and... Is it a heavy spear? Yeah. That shouldn't be too difficult. Anyway, I'll be back at the end of this map, I guess. I'm not going to just add in like... It's already going to be like an hour-long episode. It would be like 5 hours if I did this whole tower, and that's just too much wasted time. I'll be back. The zombies are everywhere! Ah! So yeah, I figure we want to choke point them up here, and then fight them in the middle as they come up. We're kind of surrounded by zombies, so this is definitely a zombie horde survival map. Anyway, I think we'll be fine, but, you know, it might be nice to have Gilliam or something, you know. So we've holed up on the top right. Joshua kind of cleared out most of the enemies here, and because of the oncoming zombie horde, I decided it would be best to try to protect my weaklings behind some actual cav. It's kind of a crazy map. Definitely worthwhile to bring a few people, or, you know, a few people, I'd say 3 or 4, that have good defense. Ford doesn't take very much damage, so that's kind of what's saving him here. The enemies all have pretty low attack, but there's a million of them. And then, make sure you've got healing, of course. And, Franz is a bit weaker, but, you know, we're pulling it off. I recommend trying to get into one of these choke points and just defending from there, probably. It's gonna be a lot easier, and then just clean up the treasures once the respawning enemies are dealt with. It's kind of a crazy map. Fun times. Actually funner than I expected. +1 BlueAnkylo point for funner, by the way, for all of you. And hello again! Look at this last little zombie waiting for us. So, from this treasure chest, we got the Luna tome, which is pretty darn valuable. They cost like 4,000 gold a pop, so that was a good score. And from the other one, well, I'm gonna use a key. And it's a killer axe, that's good! Alright, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be selling these, but it does make up for some of the money that I've wasted in terms of weaponry. Once we got into this defensive position, it was pretty easy. I will say that Ford sort of stole the show, and he got a few level ups that I wasn't really intending to give him, because he just killed everything. So once I put him in that corner, all the zombies just suicided against him. It was pretty good. Ford, or Franz, is, well, you can see. He's fast, he's pretty strong, not very skilled, not very lucky. I mean, he's just another Cav. I don't know, they're all about the same. Alright, so let's give Franz a chance to not die. Also, we got a lot of weapon experience killing all these zombies, so that's fun. And I think Naomi got a couple level ups. She still sucks. And Ewan got some level ups. He's pretty friggin' awesome, actually. So he maxed out his magic very quickly, and he's just been gaining some other stats here and there as we go. Definitely one of the better looking mages, in my opinion. Lara Kell is still just, oops. Still just leveling up. No big deal. Let's fight this boss. Oh, I forgot to turn animations on. Saves me a lot of time when I'm off camera. Alright, let's turn them on. See if this boss has any kind of weird special effect. Let's see. Experience-wise, I don't know. I guess I'll try to give it to, Naomi, because I honestly think that once I'm done with this tower adventure, I'm never going to use Naomi again, because she's so bad. I mean, she can do some damage here, but it's not very impressive compared to what the rest of the team can do. Like, just for interest's sake, you know, Ford is hitting way harder. But it's okay. Get her one more last level up. She better get like 3 points of strength or something if she wants to stick on the team. But Blue, 3 points is impossible. Don't you sass me. Well, she got a good level up on camera at least, so there you go. One good on-camera level up. Okay, I don't really need that. So that's another map clear. I think I might want to, like, run away at this point. But I'll save it so we can have a look. Floor 6. You never know, maybe there's some goodies over here. So we'd have to break some walls. Oh, there's treasure! The last treasure was pretty good. There's so many enemies on this map. I think we're looking at promoted units finally for everything, or most of them. Or at least some of them. Let's see, if there's any really rare weapons, I'll think about it, but... Steel bow, not that valuable. Short bow is actually worth a lot of money if you try to buy them, but whatever. Brave sword, I wish you could drop that. Those are nice. Steel lance, it's good, but... One chest key, yeah, I couldn't get him to drop the killing edge, unfortunately. So if I do this map, I will have to be very careful, because there's a lot of enemies, and some of them are pretty tough. Seeing as they're promoted, and my guys are not promoted. And we still just have, what am I trying to say? We're still unpromoted ourselves. Like, we're getting close, almost level 20, but... Yeah, you know what? I think it's time to stop the tower. I'll go back later on, but that's far enough. Oh. Well, it looks like I'll have a skirmish or two to fight before I can go to the... Dang it. Before I can get to Johanna anyway. So, I will do this between episodes, and I'll let you know if I found anything interesting. I'll have to fight these two to get here, so... Next episode, we'll start with the Johanna Hall, Queen of the White Dunes. And, I still haven't decided my final party or anything, but I think I can say, almost... Well, pretty confidently, the Cav are all very similar. Funny how they cycle them like that, but... Like, here you go, you can see their stats all close together, you know. I guess, keeping in mind, Kyle is a little bit lower level, but... Kyle's got the most strength, followed by Franz. Ford seems really low strength, which is kind of disappointing. So that's his downside. But then Ford also has a ton of skill. He's got twice as much skill as Franz, you know? So that's just due to random growth. Otherwise, who's like... Who am I not impressed with? Naomi seems really bad. Personally. Ross pretty good. Garcia seems terrible. I know I only got him to level 10 and I'm just like... So, I'm just gonna cut Naomi and Garcia, stop trying to use them. Marissa also seems pretty weak compared to Joshua. 9, 18, 15, 13 compared to basically better and everything but luck. You know, like, that's fine. So we'll just use Joshua if I want a Swordmaster. Ewan, honestly, very strong. Cormag, it's hard to say. 16, 13, 12, 14. He probably has the best defense other than Gilliam right now, and he's not that far behind. So I'll probably just bring Tana and Cormag, is kind of what I was thinking. Vanessa's not bad, it's just that I don't have enough Elysian Whips for 3 flyers, and she's probably the weakest of the 3. She's definitely not bad, don't get me wrong, but I think Tana is just straight up better in stats, other than skill. Like, the only thing Vanessa has is skill by a couple points, and Tana just hits harder with strength and defense. So I think Tana's a bit better, and I think Cormag I have to bring because he's a Flying Fortress, and I love Flying Fortress Wyvern Riders. Also, his affinity of ice is far superior to, fire is far superior to ice. And isn't that what Vanessa had? Oh, Anima. Anima's okay, but fire's better. We'll talk about that eventually. And then Tana has wind, which is also really good. Almost as good as fire. And I believe Cormag can support with Tana if you want. So then you can have a double flying team, which is always fun. Anyway, I should cut the episode here. And I know, I'm almost time to finally support people up and use all those stat upping items. I'm sure there's lots of people in the comments being, oh, Blue, use your angelic robes, use your promotions, decide who your supports are, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying. If I do 2 more chapters, then I can level up Amelia, and I think she'll be awesome. I should really look at my supports, though. Oh well, I gotta end the episode. It's been super long again. I'll see you guys next time for whatever we do for the next chapter. Maybe I'll have the supports figured out. We'll see.